Good morning, children. In the last class, we have learned about maps. We have also learned about cartographer, the uses and disadvantages of a map. In this lesson, in today's video, we are going to learn about the different types of maps. There are many types of maps which are usually labeled based on what they are trying to show. So each and every map is one of a kind. It's unique and it's one of a kind. And each and every map shows few features. What are these different types of maps? They are physical maps, political maps, thematic maps, climate maps, topographic maps, and road maps. So all these different types of maps we'll be learning in today's class. First, let's start with physical maps. Physical maps, they show us the physical features of an area, like what? Like the land and water. So these landforms and water bodies can be clearly seen on the physical maps. The land is usually shown in green for lower elevations and orange or brown to show higher elevations. Elevations here, it means height. So for lower height, the land is shown in the color green, and for higher height, that is higher elevations, it is usually shown in the colors orange or brown. The water bodies are always shown in blue. So physical maps usually show the physical features of an area like landforms and water bodies. Landforms are usually shown in three colors, that is green, orange or brown, based on their elevations. Whereas water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes, etc., they are always shown in the color blue. Next, we'll learn about the political maps. Political maps show boundaries of countries and states. So they show the borders of various countries, states, cities, etc. It labels capital cities within a state or a country. So each and every map labels the capital cities. How are these capital cities or states labeled? They are marked with a dot. They are either marked with a dot or a dot within a circle. So these are the two ways they label, the political maps label the capital cities. Either just a dot or a dot within a circle. So the difference between physical and political map is physical maps, they show the physical features like land and water bodies. Whereas political maps, they show the borders of various states, cities, capitals, etc. These capitals are usually marked with a dot or a dot within a circle. Next, let's learn about thematic maps. Thematic maps show details of different themes. They are based on a particular theme. Like what? Like soil, distribution of soil, crops, temperature, forest, amount of rainfall in a particular area or a country, how much of rainfall it receives for that year. So such kind of maps which only talk of one particular theme, which show only one particular theme, like either the soil type or the crops that grow in an area, or what is the temperature, how much is the forest area in a particular place. All such kind of maps which only deal with a one theme, such kind of maps are called as thematic maps. So what are the maps we have learned till now? We have learned about physical maps, political maps and thematic maps. Physical maps, they show about the physical features of the earth or an area. Political maps, they show the borders of a state or a capital. Whereas thematic maps, they show a particular theme like temperature, climate, soil types, etc. Next, we'll learn about climate maps. Climate maps, they provide information about the climate like rain or snow in a particular region. These maps usually show the type of weather condition over an area. This also helps us to understand how that type of weather has an effect over an area, how rainfall affects a particular area or how snow affects a particular area. So climate maps only deal with the weather conditions over a particular region or an area. Clear between the thematic maps and climate maps, children? Thematic maps, they only talk about a particular theme, whereas climate maps, they talk about the weather conditions over a region or an area. This helps us to understand how that particular weather affects those regions. Yes. Next, now let's learn about the economic maps, which are also called as resource maps. Economic maps show the type of natural resources or economic activity that is predominant in an area. What are natural resources? A natural resource is something which comes from the natural environment. Examples of natural resources are air, water, wood, oil, iron, coal, etc. So all these are called as natural resources. So man uses these natural resources for economic gain. What is predominant? Predominant means main element. Let's say oil is the main element over a region. These economic maps helps us to understand how that oil contributes to the economic activity for that particular region. An economic map therefore illustrates various economic activities that take place in a particular area. I hope you understood what economic maps are. Economic maps, they show us the type of natural resources or economic activity that is predominant in an area. That is the main elements that are available, main natural resources that are available in a particular area or region. The economic activity shows such natural resources, how they contribute to the economic activity of that place. Now let's learn about the topographic maps. A topographic map is a very detailed map. These maps are also called as contour maps. The topographic maps usually show the shape of a land using the contour lines. If you can look at the images, you will see brown lines drawn on the map. These lines are called as contour lines. So the contour lines are included on the topographic map to show the elevation of an area. Elevation means the height of a particular area. So in other words, it means how high and how low the ground is in relation to the sea level. So topographic maps always show the land, the shape of the land with the help of contour lines. These contour lines help us to know about the elevation, how high and how low the ground is in relation to the sea level. Next, let's learn about contour lines. What are contour lines? Contour lines connect points. What are these points? These are the points of a land that have the same elevation, land that has same height. So that same height is connected through points. These points are connected in the form of lines. These lines are called as contour lines. They show the exact shape of land and the steepness of the land slope. They show with the help of these contour lines, we will be able to know the exact shape of the land and how steep is the slope of that land. These lines also never touch each other or cross each other. They are separate from each other and they never touch or cross each other. Next we'll learn about the road maps. Road maps show the highways, road, railway tracks, airports and cities. We usually use these road maps to find our way into a new city or a town. These road maps are usually similar to that of a Google map. These days, most of us are using Google Maps. Why? Because they are very convenient for us. We just have to enter the location of a particular area that we want to go, and these Google Maps will direct us on how to go to that area. It will give us directions on how to reach that place faster as well. So Google Maps are similar to road maps. Why? Because these road maps, they guide us to go to a particular location. As children, so what have we learned today? What are the different types of maps? Physical maps. Physical maps will show us the physical features of an area like landforms, water bodies, etc. Political maps, they show the borders of states and capitals, etc. Then third one, thematic maps, they show us a particular theme. like temperature, soil types, forest area in a particular country, etc. Then the fourth type of map that you have learned is the climate map. Climate maps give us or provide us information about the weather conditions over an area or a region. Next we learned about economic or resource map. They mostly show us or give us information about the economic activities that are predominant in an area. Then we learned about topographic maps. Topographic maps usually have contour lines. What are contour lines? Contour lines are points that connect the elevation, same height of an area. All the topographic maps have contour lines which are usually shown in brown color, and these contour lines never cross or touch each other. Contour lines, why are they used in topographic maps? To show the elevation or height of an area. And then the last one that we have learned is road maps, which is similar to Google Maps. These road maps will give us directions to go to a particular area. So all these types of maps are unique in their own way and have their own features. Hope you have understood this lesson about different types of maps. In the next class, we will be learning about directions. See you in the next video.